Hi everyone, it's Tara. I was tagged by Kelly, who is Kelly Merton, here on YouTube for the Getting to Know You craft tag. So I'm going to answer some of these questions that that's part of this craft tag. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to finish up making a little color chart here. I started doing a color chart for some of the distress stains that I own. I also did it with some of the distress paints that I have, distress inks that I have, and some of the acrylic glazes by Silks. So I just got in some new distress stains that I ordered offline from joanns.com. And so I'm going to answer some of these questions while I finish making this little color chart here. So the first question is, what is your YouTube name and what is your name? Well, my YouTube name is Nurse Tara 04 and my name is Tara. And the reason why I got the Nurse Tara 04, well, obviously I'm a nurse. My name is Tara, and the 04 is because I have 4 children. So that's how I got my name. And when I started my channel, I actually didn't think I was going to be making YouTube videos. I just sort of created the channel for that purpose. Otherwise, I probably would have came up with another sort of crafty name. How did you get started with crafting? Well, I think I've always been pretty crafty. I remember in grade school making dioramas, and I always loved doing those. Also, when I lived in California and went to school, we had to make missions, like models of a mission. So I just love doing that kind of stuff. So that's kind of, I think I've always been kind of crafty. But as far as this type of crafting, I started back in 2007 when my friend that I work with, Stephanie, was telling me about her scrapbook. And so I was like, oh, that sounds cool. So I asked her to bring it into work, and she showed it to me. And ever since then, I was just hooked. I started out doing scrapbooking, but I kind of got bored with that really quick. So I kind of ventured out to doing other things like mini albums, and of course then it grew from there, and now I'm really interested in doing a lot of art journaling, as you all know if you follow me. So that's that question. Number 3, my favorite crafting brand. Well, I don't have one favorite. I kind of like all brands, not all brands, but I think a lot of brands have things that I like. But for my favorite, I would like to say Ranger, obviously, because they have such a diverse amount of products. I love dilution sprays. I'm really starting to love these distress stains. I know I'm kind of behind with these, but I really am starting to love these, and distress paints and just all the things that Ranger offers. I really like. As far as paper, I would have to say DCWV. I use them a lot. And those of you that follow my channel or have watched a lot of my videos know that I use a lot of the DCWV papers. So I'm just going to blot that off a bit. And I also like Crafters Workshop. I love stencils, and I really like their stencils. So those would be my favorites. My favorite colors would be blues, purples, and greens. I really like turquoise blue. I like all kind of blues. I like royal blue and light blue. And I love purples, all color purples, and greens. I like all kind of greens. Like I like this dark green. I like, you know, lighter greens. So don't have one favorite color, but I like a lot of colors. What is your crafting style? Well, I don't have one type of crafting style. I'm pretty diverse as far as my crafting style. I wouldn't pinpoint it to one certain type of style. I kind of dabble in a lot of different styles. So I'll say that. And what is something you would like to try? Well, I want to try doing one of the Tim Holtz configuration boxes. I haven't done one of those, and I think that they are really, really cool looking. So I'd like to try to do one of those. Favorite YouTube channel? I don't have one favorite. I watch so many people, and I find inspiration from everywhere. So I don't really have one favorite YouTube channel. But I will say that Aaron from Imperfect Impulses, he was my first YouTube channel that I subscribe to for art journaling, and he is so funny and so amazing, and I learned so many things. And he kind of introduced me to Donna Downey and Lee Moore. So yeah, so if you guys don't subscribe to him, he is freaking amazing and hilarious. So you will not be disappointed if you watch one of his videos. So let's see. If you only had $10 in your pocket, what would you spend it on and where? That's a hard question. I don't know. As far as crafting goes, I know I'd spend it at Michael's probably, or Joann's. I don't know what I would buy. $10, it's not a lot. Well, now, that came out really dark, didn't it? Now actually I recently found the, oh, what's her name? Shoot. She does, let me grab a stencil. I'm sorry. I can't think of her name. Oh, Heidi Swap. I would probably buy some Heidi Swap stencils and from Michael's. So, and I think that, I don't know. There's so many things you can buy with $10. Maybe some golden products, like I really want to try some of that fiber paste. Of course I'd have to use a coupon because I'm sure $10 would not buy me that. But yeah, so I think that's it. Oh, and I love Italian ice. So if it was like a food item and I had $10, then I would probably go to Rita's because they're the closest thing here to Italian ice that I have. Now in New Jersey, there's tons of Italian ice places, and that to me is like the true Italian ice. But here in Maryland, I think Rita's would probably be the closest thing to Italian ice. So when you start crafting, what is the one item that helps you put it all together? I would have to say inks. Distress ink or any kind of like stamping ink. I like the Cat's Eye from Colorbach. So yeah, I think that would be the one thing that puts everything together, because I always find myself inking everything like at the end. So that would be it. If you would have never heard of crafting, what other hobby would you have picked up? I would say floral design. I love flowers and I like floral design, and I think I would like to, you know, be able to put them together. Or event design. That's like I guess that's more like a job, I don't know. But like my dream job, if I wasn't in nursing, or if I would have thought about it before going to nursing school, I definitely would have done some kind of event design. I love planning events, birthday parties, things like that. So yeah, that would be it. And let's see. What #1 item do you recommend to the newbies to have? Well, if it's for art journaling or anything like that, I would have to say gesso. Otherwise, I would say acrylic paints. And the reason why I say acrylic paints is because you can do so much with acrylic paints. You can stencil with them, of course. You can stamp with them. You can make them into sprays. You can create backgrounds with them. And of course, you can color all of your wood items. So I would have to say acrylic paints. And it doesn't matter what kind. It can be cheap, expensive, whatever. If you're a newbie, I would probably start out with the cheap stuff. So that would be my answer to that question. I am going to tag Shantae, and that is my girl here on YouTube, and I don't think she had been tagged yet, so that's who I'm going to tag, Shantae. And I hope you guys enjoyed listening to my little answers here. So I'll be back with another video. I'll probably do like an art journal flip through and show you guys what I've been up to. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.